All right. I have returned. So we've now got some more Final Fantasy II on deck. Let's see if... I don't think it wants to work. That's okay. It's not as much trouble, I find, as it used to be. Trying to get this shit happening, but... Let's... Oops. I knocked some jazz over here. Let's see what Madame Ruby sees. Whoa, that's weird. Okay. Sweep that back under the rug. Some slight adjustment to the window. I'm the Viper. Here to wash and wipe the windows. A classic. That could be like a grandpa joke. But I also remember telling it as a wee lad and thinking it was so funny. I'm the Viper. I'm here to wash and wipe the windows. Oh, no one's getting murdered after all. Thank goodness. All right. So, I believe... Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm holding the wrong controller. Entirely wrong video game paradigm. Oh, it's so weird holding this. I mean, I might as well just confirm. So, we just got back to Salamand here. I don't think we're gonna have any new weapons and armor just yet. No. But we just rescued everybody from the mines. So let's talk. Our husbands are back safe and sound. We have you to thank for it. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. We owe our freedom to you. Our husbands. Oh, there's gonna be a lot of that, isn't there? Take the mithril to Altair and give it to the princess. Princess, my princess. I love Yosef, but I know that when I'm around, I just get in his way. Maybe you should talk to him. Is this our Yosef? Whoa! 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 I mean... Ooh. Let's just take a moment to really appreciate that. Look at this. God. I mean, I'm tempted to just... I'm tempted to mess with the window and zoom in on that fucking picture. That's a fucking circus of nightmares right there. Oh my god. Anyway, let's regain our composure here. It looks like you managed to save my daughter. Thank you. That cowardly Borgin had been threatening Nelly to get me. Forgive me. If there's anything I can do to help, all you gotta do is ask. Alright? If you want to know about airships, talk to Sid. I don't think there's anything he doesn't know about them. Dreadnought. Since the Dark Knight took over, construction's been moving ahead a lot faster than before. I hear it may even be close to being done. No. The cave behind Summit Falls used to be an old mithril mine. The deepest parts of the cave still have mithril deposits. Nothing about Wild Rose, eh? That's fine. Like, how am I supposed to trust this guy? He knows he's supposedly part of the resistance, but he doesn't know the password? Loose system security here. Thanks for saving me. I mean, I thought you guys would run a tight ship around here, but I'm a little disappointed, I gotta say. take the mithril. Yeah. I get it. You know what? Hello, I'm back. Well, you're back, and I'm also back. We're both back. So yeah, we had a very long dungeon crawl into Semet Falls, into the Mithril Mines last time. Trying to remember where I gotta go. Oh, this will take me back to the mines. So I gotta go. You like anime? I do. I'm not gonna lie and say I'm like the hugest fan and know all the things, but I do enjoy it very much. I know there's people, it's like kind of divisive. I do enjoy it. My roommate in our college house, he was very much into it, so he would show us like all the cool stuff. Ever watched High School DxD? I have not. That's the thing with anime. There's like so many. And everyone says this is the one you gotta watch. So it's like, oh, I don't know where to start. We'll get around to them. Just got get a big old Japan list and just scroll everything down. Obtained so many gil. Okay, we found a town. This is our ship town. Unfortunately, there's no ship here. But this is Poft. Oh, so we can take the airship here. Nice. I want to go back to Altair. Oh my god, 700 gil? Thanks, buddy. The airship will be waiting for you outside. Alright. So, I mean... Cool. Well, I guess it would be kind of worth it to just walk, like... outside of that area we just came from in Salamand. All the fights are pretty low XP and low gold, so it's kind of a waste. Okay. Is this someone we should talk to? Oh, we already talked to this guy. Gordon. A mithril sword and Kashwan that had been handed down through the ages. My brother was very fond of it. Interesting. Let's give this shit to the princess. My princess, my princess. Wait, that is the room. Okay. The Empire also suffered heavy losses at the Battle of Finn. They're building the Dreadnought in Bafsk to help compensate for those losses. Mithril. Please lose no time in bringing back the Mithril. Well, guess what? You found the Mithril. Now we'll finally be able to fight the Empire on equal terms. You should watch High School DxD and all 4 seasons. It is literally the only harem-based anime that has more than 2 seasons and worth watching. Good to know. I'll put an asterisk beside it. I'm certain he'll be able to use it to make you some magnificent weapons. Okay, we know about this. So basically, we gave the Mithril. So we now need to talk to who is gonna be the one that does the blacksmithing around here? I'm pretty sure we've talked to this person at some point before. Old King.
We lost Scott as well. He had proposed to Hilda, you know. Now he'll never hear her answer. I always thought he'd make a fine husband for her.
First time. Oh, I shouldn't have told him about it. Oops.
Brr, brr, brr. What's this? Borgin betrayed us, and we did not fall to the sword, but the corrupt hearts of men.
I mean, I guess that's something to be grateful. Want to see some info on it? Yeah, sure. I like learning about things. So who among you will make this? I brought the mithril back to Altair. Who the fuck is gonna build it? Whelps like you could never make it that far on foot. Well, we did, Grandpa. Grandpa Dick Nose. Fucking asshole. So I think I might have accidentally skipped over where she told me what to do with the mithril. Okay. Please take the mithril to Tabul, the town blacksmith. Okay, so he's just in town. I thought maybe he was in this room somewhere, but Tabul. Yeah, no, I got it. I mean, let's find what looks like blacksmith. Maybe this? No, this is just a shopkeep. Oh, I'm pretty sure I walked in on this guy. Are you him? Yes. If I had some mithril, I bet I could make some mighty impressive weapons and armor. Well, I got something for you.
Oh, that's mithril. I've been waiting for the chance to work with this metal for as long as I can remember. Alright, leave the rest to me. Swords, armor, you name it, I'll start pounding it out. It's been too long since I let my hammer ring.
Ding! Do it up, Grandpa. There it is. That sweet, sweet songbird.
You can buy the equipment I made over at the shop counter. This'll keep my hands full, I tell you that.
All right. Good stuff. So, like, I know that the knife, having a knife is gonna be a bad. Like, we've been using a bow on her since the beginning, so it kind of sucks, but like, the penalty for using a bow is like, I don't know. I've been reading up a little bit on how the game actually works, and whoever you want to be your magician for like protect spells and healing and stuff, knives, even the mace, I think has like some kind of magic penalty to it, so do that. Mithril sword, I'll get 2. And I'm not going to give whatever. I mean, like, sent the link. Cool. I'll be sure to check that out. Fuck, what? Spear's a good one? So I got to the are the spear weapons something that you can like attack offensively well from the back row? Ooh, nice jump. Okay, so yeah, mithril knife over the longbow. And he's got axe and broadsword. I know it has better range. From what I know, it should work. Okay, so if we have this guy being relative tank, taking all of them hits. Sorry, I got something in my eye. Rubbing it out. No, not. Stop that. Not like that. My eye. Obviously. Oh shit, I was just playing with the cat. Well, I haven't played this game, but hey, consider it a hunch. Oh fuck. Alright, I'm gonna need to take an allergy emergency break. I was playing with the cat, and I rubbed my eyes. Okay. I'm down one eye, but that's okay. You know, it happens. You get a little cat hair in the old eye, or something's itchy. You're like, oh, I better just mush whatever it is, just mash my finger into my eye because it provides only temporary relief. Excuse me, I had the hiccups a little bit there. It's not a good strategy. And then, of course, I'm like, oh, my eye's itching because I was playing with the cat, so naturally I'm gonna have to itch my eye, and then when I do it, it makes everything 10 times worse. So I wash my hands and just load that fucker up with eye drops and just keep it closed for like 10 minutes. Usually sorts things out. Usually. I am gonna check that out and see if there's any kind of offense penalty or 9 tabs. Damn it! Just give me the history. Sorry, there's just a really good Final Fantasy walkthrough site. Mithril Spear. Ah, so I'll find one in the Snow Cavern not too long after it becomes available. So let's just see. Pole arm. Is there any kind of evasion bonus, accuracy bonus plus 55%? Pretty good. Compared to Mithril Spear. Oh, that's a different game entirely. That's a different game altogether. Game facts can't be beat. It's true. It's true. This one is like that I found. It's like a database almost. So like you can compare weapons and spells to other weapons and spells in the game. Or even other games if you really wanted to. I think seems kind of crazy. Yeah, so I'll give him a mithril sword. And that would be less. That seems like a good thing, right? But he's got axe skill. I'll just leave it. Oh, happy day. What does it say about the mithril spear? It doesn't say anything conclusive about it being used, like spears being used from the back. So I don't really know. It never really helped me out on that. But whatever, I guess we'll find out soon enough. The guy is actually pretty good at taking hits. Shields, they say, are really fucking good in this game. Like they really hell ass work. I'll buy 2. Mithril armor. Are we gonna get a penalty? Damn you, game, with your bizarre mechanics. Boop. Come back. So, mithril shield, knife, mace, spear, sword, axe, bow. Says nothing of the armor. That's weird. Oh, no you don't. You come back right now. Weapons and shields. Well, I've had about enough of this. Why doesn't it take me to the game? Like, this seems weird. I'm having a little more trouble than I should. Altair. Read the mithril. Okay, so it says nothing about a back penalty. So it's not like if you use a spear or a javelin, you have a better chance of hitting from the back row. However, it's an accuracy thing. The bonuses and stuff in this game can kind of go pretty out of whack. But if you know, it's one of the main reasons I'm looking at a guide, just because like it seems as though you want to keep your old. Mithril shield can be found soon, but the rest of the mithril armor won't appear again until it's become obsolete. So you can wait on most of the weapons. Well, that would have been nice before, but whatever. Let's just get back to it. We'll buy 3 gloves. None for Minwoo because he's about to leave. Best armor. Yeah, looks pretty good. Mithril helm. Aha! Looks like you've done it. I wish it would show you, like your penalties that you get for equipping stuff. You can't find hard facts on it. Best to test it yourself with a weaker variation of the weapon. Yeah, so like I read through and it said it would have said something about the class of the weapon. I did finally kind of find that, but no dice. Are we gonna get better spells? Oh, hello. So let's get Welcome to the Thunder Tome. Yeah. So we will teach him all the attack magic. Because elemental damage is ignored. Or ignores the magic penalty. So I can have him built up like a tank. And if somebody happens to be allergic to lightning, then he can use it. I have to remember, Final Fantasy 1 and 2 came before they started showing... It's true. There's a lot to be said about the time period that the game originally came out in. Though this version, like a remake of it, offers a lot of quality of life improvements. They didn't change up the whole game, so I do have to keep that in mind. We're gonna need to do a little traveling to other places and get the next round of spells. Oh, I should probably... yeah. Okay, let's talk to Princess. Now that we have mithril weapons, what's our next task? The Dark Knight overseeing the Dreadnought's construction was most capable. Fortunately for us, he's tending to other matters now. The theft of the mithril has likely knocked the Empire off balance. I would like you to journey to Bask. If we're to stop the Dreadnought from being completed, this may be our only chance. If a man in Bask, he's found a way to reach the Dreadnought. I want you to destroy it. At the very least, find a way to delay its completion. Alright. Let's go. So, Minwoo is sticking around. I guess... well, we can get him some gloves. I don't think gloves have too much of a penalty for magic users. That'll help him somewhat. And he's got a staff, but like... boop. That seems pretty good. Okay. He's got tons of good magic. So... damn it. He just... he runs so fast that I can't stop him. He's such an excited boy. Alright. Let's go to the next town. And we'll just check out spells. I know that there's new... Bafsk sounds like a foreign curse word. Hey, you. Bafsk. Bafsk you.
Bafsk your mother.
Very much so. It sounds hilariously foreign and angry. It legitimately sounds like a curse word they would have in like a fantasy novel where they're trying to make their own language. Blink, protect. She's got it. Get shell. And I mean, yeah, we should probably just buy as many of these spells and just keep the tomes while we have a little bit of cash. And then once Minwoo finally leaves, then we'll be safe. Okay, let's hop on that boat. Hop on that safety boat. Go. There we go. Ah. And we've arrived. Oh, I just want to jump on the airship. Alright, so we'll do the same kind of thing here. Let's first find our magic shop. Excuse me. Excuse me. Have you seen the bridge? Has anybody seen the bridge? Same shit. Okay. Same shit, different store. Who is the designated summoner of this game? You know, I don't even think they have summons in this one yet. It's mostly just spells. I don't think you get into the summoning until much later. Several sequels on. Same shit, different store, yeah. Different place, yeah. But yeah, so basically the way the mechanics work is the more something is used, the more experience it gains. So there's a lot of customization. Sorry, I had to wipe my eye there. Yeah, so like, in theory, it's a great system. And again, for something that came out, what, this would have been 80, 88 or 89. Probably 89. It's a pretty good thing to throw in. Like, that amount of customization is crazy. But then you think about, like, okay, it doesn't exactly do the kind of things that it's trying to. Like, you get customization, but it can be a bit more tedious than anything. And we're here, so I mean, let's just save. Beep boop, saved. Final Fantasy IV is the earliest one I saw summons in. I'm pretty sure that's the first one you get with summons. That kind of magic system reminds me of a PlayStation 1 game called Kudelka? Kudelka? Sorry, I'm reading this on my phone. Maybe I should turn my head around and look at the computer. I want to get myself a copy, but the cheapest copy to get on Amazon now is like $100. Yeah, that's the problem with, like, trying to rebuy a collection is just so goddamn expensive at this point. I spend a lot of time on Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace, and just look for people that are like, hey, I'm giving away, well, not giving away, but I'm selling. Need a pass to board the Dreadnought. I'm selling a bunch of games, and you can get them like really cheap, and then even resell like doubles or whatever and make your money back. I mean, the leveling of the magic inexperience. Kudelka, the magic there operates the same. The more you use it, the more powerful it becomes. Yeah. So that's like everything. So like, the more you use a magic spell, the more powerful it becomes. But the more you use magic, the more MP you get. The more you get hit, the more HP you get. You know, the more you attack with an axe, the stronger you get with axes. The more you attack with swords, same, you know, you get the drill. There's a rebel spy masquerading as an Imperial soldier. You can get to him. I'm sure he'll have some important information for you. Sounds good.
What's this? Back to work. Work, I say. If we finish even a day sooner, my glory will be that much greater.
Ugh, I can't wait to stab you. They're making us work like slaves. I hate that Borgin. Being used by a man like that really makes my blood boil. It's weird, though. I can't seem to remember what things were like when the Dark Knight was in command. That is weird. What an odd thing to point out. What magic do we have here? Fear. Asuna. Esuna. Status ailments that wear off. Silences foes. Okay, I don't need to get any of these right away. Well, 2 years ago I picked up an amazing deal there. Got myself PS2 Silver Slim and the wires and 3 controllers and 2 memory cards for $30. Wow. That is a solid steal. I've made some really good deals on there. General Borgin took command of things in Bafsk a short while ago. Things have not gotten much easier than they were under the Dark Knight. It's hard to believe a bumbling idiot like Borgin could become a general in the Imperial Army. Oops. You didn't hear that. Aha! You're one of us. I had to be careful about what I did. Dark Knight was here, looking over my shoulder. But the great General Borgin is anything but. He's just a domineering blowhard. So, you're the ones they've sent to destroy the Dreadnought. Don't worry, I'm on your side. Stormcrow is raiding with 9 raiders. Well, hello. That's amazing news. I don't want to put anybody to sleep, but we are reading a lot of text in a Game Boy Advance RPG. Yo, Noid, you missed it. I'm sorry. I did like 2 hours of it. I did 2 runs, but I couldn't beat it. Unfortunately, but I will be back with it tomorrow. Oh, hi. I love that face. It's terrifying. Final Fantasy throwback time. Yeah. We avoided the Noid. You did. So, like, you know, it's tit for tat, right? We avoided the Noid, but we didn't have to see his ugly, awful claymation face. Or be exposed to the nightmares that were undoubtedly going to plague your life, you know? That is a hell of a... Look at that face! Oh my god! I'm stunned. I'm glad I didn't eat those mushrooms. That's an uncomfortable look for a wallpaper. If they start seeing us talking, may start to get suspicious, so I'm out of here. Good luck. Ooh. That's funny. I was half expecting him to just do one of those, like, bloop. The sprite's gone. Wow. Encounter rate 5,000, right? That pick is a bit creepy. that is a look guy gives when he sees a bigger dick than his. Still funny though. Yeah, that face, those faces, if those faces combined to make a super face, it would be the face that is like a physical representation of the sound Tim Allen would make on like Home Improvement. That like, down, down, down. You know the one. If you're old. I call that look the WTF face. I like it. Oh good, a useless sword. So I'll apologize in advance. This is my first playthrough. I don't think so, Tim. Is that a Binford brand zombie? I don't think so, Tim. Canned Laughter thinks it's funny, even after 5,000 episodes. Yeah, so I'll apologize in advance. I have no idea where I'm going in this dungeon. There's going to be a high encounter rate because it's old-ass turn-based RPGs. But I'm a bit of a masochist. This is just what I love. So if you love it too, feel free to drop a follow and you can listen to me talk about weird ass shit. Do silly voices for games. Damn, blocked my message again. Useless sword. Call anything that is useless a dildo. So it is now branded as a dildo sword. I mean, like I said before, I started unblocking words in the auto mod, and then I got hit by my first trolls the other day, and I was like, ooh, I better just leave things as they are. It was amazing though. That's how you know when you made it. When two 12-year-olds are so overjoyed at their first pube intertwining with each other that they have to go on the internet and just drop a bunch of N-bombs and try and get you banned. It's just fucking marvelous. So yeah, I'm sorry everybody missed Yonoid. If people were really excited for it, I mean, like, there will be more tomorrow. You can try and avoid the Noid all you want, but I'm gonna keep playing it until I beat that fucking game, because now it has become a white whale for me. I read the first 2/3 of Moby Dick, and I know that it is totally alright to have revenge stories against things that are, you know, not people. I read the first 2/3 of Moby Dick. I totally understand it. It really doesn't matter. I can revenge against a game. That's the thing I learned. I've watched the first 2/3 of the MC Hammer behind the music, and if there's one thing I learned, it's that money never runs out. Come on. Keeping the N-word blocked, but they spelled it wrong. It has 2 G's. I know. I know. That was really weird. I saw that when you typed Kim Basinger, and it was like, nah, excuse me, ex-wife of Alec Baldwin, female leading lady of the Tim Burton Batman movie, Kim Basinger. You're gonna try and block her name from my chat? You're too late. The Dreadnought is complete. I've been working behind the scenes to see the project through to completion. This guy's got a flair for the melodramatic. Also, I love that he's the Dark Knight, and even his character picture is just like, shadows. Really, commitment to a bit, if anything. End your resistance. Kneel before your emperor. Give me a choice. It's the only alternative left for you. What about alternative rock? We could throw on a Pearl Jam album. We could just tie our sweaters, our plaid sweaters around our waist. Self-loathing, huh? Consider what I've said. When the time comes, we will meet again. Oh, I thought I was getting geared up for a boss battle. That is a hell of a character pick. Oh my god. Looks like you came all this way for nothing. See for yourselves. Oh, it was like a faux Kefka laugh there. That name is a nickname for actual dick. Also another interesting and yet funny name for large balls is Mr. Bojangles. I like that. Ooh. This is some hella tight sprite work here. Oh, we were so close. Too much of not enough. Any Silverchair fans? No? No? That's okay. You should be, if you're not, but that's okay. I don't judge what you listen to, but if you're not listening to Silverchair, I mean, what are you wasting your time on? Wow. That's weird that it keeps blocking your messages like that. Whoa! Encounter. I was kind of hoping that that wouldn't be. How the fuck did it block my message? I don't know. Maybe it's picking up sentences. Like shoving a vibrator up the ass even though you're like spelling words slightly different. It could just be like, my algorithm knows all the dirty sentences. Doesn't it just tie your shoes together to know that there's kids out there on the internet talking about putting things inside each other's asses? It makes my sandwiches sweat just thinking about it. Yeah, we got a pass. You obtain a pass from the chest. Ooh. Always step on a glowing mark on the floor. Always. Ass. Vibrator. Just like trying all the words. One of these is gonna... I think it's... Yeah, you just said all the words there, so like... It must have actually been the actual series of words. You're like, nah-uh. Don't you dare. What if this was an IRL stream and I was a doctor and you were a patient talking about your constipation and I was like, well, you could try anal suppositories and you just take one of those little bitty beans and you just jam it up your ass, and then it's like, no, you can't type that in chat, Dr. I don't know, Assman. Dr. Fred Assman. Well, why not? I'm a proctologist, damn it. It's what I talk about on the Regulon. And the internet censor bot says no. It has deemed it too vile. It's just too real. Kids don't need to learn about anal suppositories from Twitch doctors. Okay? Not in schools. They should learn about it at home from their parents. When the time is right. Anal beads got blocked. Look, I realize that, you know, like, I'm gonna say I don't make the rules, but I guess it is my auto mod for my page, so technically I do make the rules, but Like, I would have to be a pretty twisted individual to like go through and think of all the worst, grossest words and phrases to try and unblock. How are you feeling, darling? Everyone send all your good vibes for Justine. She's feeling under the weather. And I feel like I should have gone into a town and maybe taken a boat. What they need to do is set up a segregation set of streamers, one for kids and the other for adults, and the kids who aren't old enough can't get on an adult Twitch stream. So my stream has a warning, or at least it should, that it's like, you know, for mature audiences only. Because I use big kid words like ding dong and hoo ha because I'm an adult and I talk about, like, you know, piddle, hanky, all those big kid things that kids just aren't ready to hear from yet, you know? You gotta learn about that stuff from their parents. But yeah, like I do have a thing. I don't know if it still comes on or not. And also I think I got myself totally lost. They don't have a map. Which is one thing. I feel like I pressed all the buttons. If anybody out there in TV land knows anything about how to get a map, I just want to look at a bigger picture of where I'm wandering around. It'd be super helpful. Cha 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 cha. Oh, it was the same. I was like, I've pushed all the buttons. I'll try a little something from... It is 12:07. I tried a little secret from the first game, push B select. A little secret I stole from a backwards talking broom in a blind witch's cavern. Feature to prevent them from getting on would be auto blocked until the appropriate age is set. Yeah, that would help. Enlarged map. So that's where, okay, I went completely the wrong direction. Cool. Okay, so now I know. Thank fuck. I'm a queen bee, baby. I want you to feel my sting. Ooh, yes. I mean, I should probably set up a stream where I just have my guitar also plugged in and just noodle around and make lots of noise and wake up the baby, and then subsequently have my ears boxed. The good old days of random encounters is just something else, isn't it? Ambushed. Imagine seeing this fucking bird in the wild. Like, a lot of times, I feel as though, that's why dildo automod blocker won't have to be used this frequently to prevent my usual vocabulary from being blocked. I'll just, there we go. I allowed it. It's just, it's really on to dildos right now. It's super tight on those dildos. Just locked in with laser precision. But yeah, if I saw anything, any type of avian creature looking like that, like suddenly zeroing in on my direction, oh my god. Bowels evacuated immediately. Just poo in pants. So much poo in so little pant. And just running. And probably slipping in said poo because it's a terrifying bird. you know, a lot of the sprite work for some of these things is like, oh, that's a pretty silly looking bird, isn't it? Haha, very funny. But like, that shit looks like it's like 5-6 feet tall, and it's curled, so it's not reaching its full potential. It's like a pelican had sex with a dinosaur and just made this mutant, like raptor fucking beak ass. I don't know. It looks like a fucking mess. Escaped. Escape away with me. There's a really good Chemical Brothers song. The Escape Velocity. That's an album. I don't know. What was the album called? Was that the name of the album? I don't remember. It came out like 2010. Really good Chemical Brothers album. I really like it, but I feel like there wasn't like a known hit from that album or anything like that. But it was like a couple days before we left for a road trip across Canada, and I found it in the music store. I was like, I want to get some Chemical Brothers. Like, I don't have any, like, I don't have a full album on my iPod, and I'd like to get one. And I just saw it, and I was like, wait, this came out like this week. So I picked it up, and oh, it was so good. It was so good. Whoops. Where are we now? Are we just like doomed to wander aimlessly? Okay. Okay, so we're getting there. You hear that? We're getting there. So why is there... Is that Bafsk? Like that yellow thing? No? Fuck. Oh, maybe that's the ship. I don't know. I haven't the faintest fucking clue what I'm doing here. All I know is that I was supposed to go defeat an airship. I had two guys that are going to be probable bosses at some time refuse to fight me and run away. And then, like, I don't know, I stepped on a glowing part of the floor, it shot me out and gave me no instructions on where to go next. So... I mean, that's pretty much even keel. That's on par for a Final Fantasy game, really. You can take that series of events and copy and paste it into absolutely any Final Fantasy game, and that's like, yep. Oh, are you talking about number 6? No, it was number 9. Yeah, no, actually it was 2. It was number 2 you were talking about there. That beast just looks like it could be involved in tentacle porn. Yep. Oh, the weird skull vine thing, yeah. I wouldn't put it past him. He looks like he's hiding something, you know? He's got a secret. Secret, I've got a secret. I am the modern man. My sexy tentacle span. Secret, I've got a secret. Shiggity schwa, $18 fucking dollars. And that's why we kill things. Oh shit. What? Sorry mates, the ship's left. Was this place always totally destroyed? Or was I just really not paying attention the last time I was here? Fuck. Okay. Whatever. I mean, it's not a big deal or anything, but like... This city looks like it's full of poor people. Said the poor person. There is Whoa, here she comes. She's a leg eater. Watch out, boys, she'll chew you up. Only 80s Joel. Okay. If I can make it south, I can make it anywhere. Canoe, use those big, strong, burly arms. Paddle your way to freedom and redemption in this exciting new adventure called Canoe Boy. Birch bark, you got it. I often, I mean, this tells you what kind of a non-adult I am, but I often think about that scene in Home Alone 2: Lost in New York, where he tricks a woman on the phone with his talk boy when he uses credit card to book a hotel room at the Plaza Hotel in New York, and he just like puts it on slow motion. He's like,
Hello, my name is Mr. McAllister.
and the woman's like, okay, totally normal human, not a slowed down tape. What would you like? He's like, oh,
Oh, I'll have this and this and this.
okay, we're gonna need your credit card number.
Credit card? You got it.
It's like they're gonna listen. Okay, so you know when you call in somewhere, it's always telling you like these calls are being recorded for quality assurance purposes. Somebody's gonna listen to that fucking tape, and that bitch is getting fired, like for sure. You think a manager's gonna listen to that and be like, Karen, this is a kid with slowed down tape. He's got the talk boy. What are you doing? She's like, I don't know. I didn't know he was committing credit card fraud. It's like, that's the kind of stuff you got to be on top of, Karen. We talked about this. Anyways. Many were wounded in the Dreadnought's attack. The shock has even caused my father's condition to turn for the worse. Oh, all these towns have been hit by the Dreadnought. Okay. I was like, it looks a little shabbier everywhere. I hate that my father has to see this. He knows. He knows his death is near. Well, stop talking about it in front of him. Minwoo. Is there nothing you can do, Minwoo? Nope. All those who live must someday die. It is our fate. Okay, edgelord. Fucking chill out. Still, it is my duty as a white wizard to ease the pain of those who suffer. Do something cool. I shall remain here and devote myself to the care of the wounded. I take my leave of you. Good day. Fate of the world rests on you, Firion. Waste no time destroying the Dreadnought. Nothing? I was kind of hoping he'd do like a whoosh, you know. He covers his face like he looks like he's gonna surprise, bitch, I'm a ninja. Just it's always the case with white wizards. They're just gonna fucking disappoint you. So who next?
You see, it happened just as I said it would. Obviously, the task was more than you can.
I really don't like that guy. I don't know why I keep talking to him. My father's condition has improved a great deal thanks to Minwoo. It's been 2 seconds. What's going on in there? Are they, you know, are they gaying each other? Is that what's going on in there? No more. Many lives were taken in the Dreadnought's attack. How are we supposed to fight something so terrible? We're done with Mithril. We're done with Wild Rose. Is there no key items to learn? I mean, okay. Let's go talk to the king, maybe? He'll have some insights for us. The king's illness goes far beyond the physical. There is little I can do. Dreadnought, massive, yeah, we know that. Nope. Nope. Okay. King Ding Dong.
So many perished in the Dreadnought's attack. Perhaps it would be best if we surrendered to the Empire. Ooh.
We were just talking about the Dreadnought. He's like, what?
No one knows more about airships than Sid. Oh, he was such a fine knight once. Ah, how men change.
Okay. Who's next? Who's gonna join our party? Come along for a little song and dance. I gotta say, they've got great music in this game.
Please, Lord, save our king.
Stop running. I'm so scared. Prince Gordon's disappeared. I wonder where he could have gone. Huh. Dreadnought attacked. Hideout. Still safe. Everybody who was outside is dead. That's gonna grow up to be a fucked up kid. If we don't destroy the Dreadnought, casualties will only mount. Cool. You like your book learning, college boy? Yeah, I think we learned all we can learn from this room. So Gordon has disappeared. Talk to me, baby. Okay, there we go. We found our smoking jacket. No, gun. Let's go to Poft. Just 1 second. I seem to have misplaced my box of tissues. The strength of character in Allergy Boy keeps him running despite the fact his nostrils are plugged beyond all recognition. These are the true stories of his misadventures in breathing and simple tasks like speaking, walking, loving cats, being around trees. So many, many difficult things. Just, you know, when you're a bubble boy and you're like, I'll grow out of it someday. I mean, temper your expectations, children. That's what I'm saying. Just aim low, you know? Aim low. The Buddhists call it the middle way, and pessimists call it real fucking life, idiot. Oh, I think we got a hornet's nest in the bush out front of our house. And like in my head, it like as soon as I saw it, it was one of those situations where I was like, "Oh, I hope a parent takes care of this." It's like I got 2 kids, and I'm like, "Man, I hope my dad shows up and take care of this." Like, oh fuck, I'm that guy now. I'm supposed to do that. But you know, they might not bother anybody. We'll see. I don't think it's like in the house. I think they're just buzzing around the bush. And I wanted to do some research to make sure that like they weren't the type of hornets that are like pollinators in any way. I would never go and destroy something without making sure that it was like, should this be done? Like, are our children at risk in some way? But come to think of it, I don't know if I've seen it. Any of them. the past couple days, but like, I don't know. We were standing out front one day, and I just looked over at Justine. He was like, I think we may have a little bit of a problem here." There's like 10 hornets like buzzing around this bush in front. Oh shit. I'm gonna have to deal with that, aren't I? This could be a problem. How many long sleeve shirts do I own, honey? Because I'm gonna need all of them. We were attacked by the dreadnought. They're dead. They're all dead. Ugh.
You folks looking for a ship?
Not right now, thanks. Thank you. Have a little, like, come on, man.
You want on the airship, you'll pay the guy behind me. Airships are powered by the Sunfire.
Ooh.
So the Dreadnought's no different. Controlling Sunfire is a tricky business. Let the flames get too high and you gotta run away on your heads. The engine will blow sky high. What you wanna do is blow up that thing's engine. Do that and you can bring down the whole overgrown tub.
This guy's pretty gruff, I like him. Okay, so I feel like maybe we learned something. I don't think we know where to go yet. I don't know. No, we'll take the ship back. It's only 32 bucks. It'll take us closer to Altair. I feel like we've learned a piece of information. So maybe something will be different once we get back to the... I don't know. This is all guesswork at this point. Like, I don't want to have to use guides to figure out what to do. If I use guides, it'll be equipment based. Because generally, like, in the earlier games anyway, it would give you like big charts and stuff so you could figure it out. So yeah. This will be like my first real playthrough of Final Fantasy II. I have never played it before. So bear with me. There will be lots of moments where I'll just be wandering aimlessly and have to talk about things like tentacle porn or that lady that got stabbed at the library. And she ain't talking. And it's not because it's a library and you gotta shh. No. It's because she loves her husband so much that she's not gonna rat on him. So I'm assuming. I'm putting a lot of my own narrative on that story because I don't know what the fuck's going on. Good old townsfolk. Okay, somebody give me some new information. Sunfire. Sunfire is the crest of the kingdom of Kashwan. Its flame still burns on the ground floor of Kashwan Keep. Ooh. Scott and Gordon have told me many stories concerning the flame. They're just such plain names to have for like fantasy princes. It's like, oh, here comes the mystical Duke of Jajajuan, Jeff. Like, oh, and here's Frank, the king of all Albion. Our dragon rider Steve is over here conjuring a spell. Like, it's just so, I don't know. It falls flat for me that there's just like Scott and Gordon. I seem to recall that the flame cannot be passed to just any torch. Sid told us that we might be able to use Sunfire to destroy the Dreadnought. He does kind of look like a bit edgelord. Then there's no time to waste. You must depart for Kashwan Keep at once. You hire Sid's airship, the journey should not take long. Alright, cool. That leaves only one question. What can you use to bring the Sunfire back? Oh, you're not going to answer that for me. Okay. Is this something Gordon is gonna fill me in on? Should I talk to people? Or maybe the king will know. Like if we can ask him questions and stuff.
God sealed the gates of Kashwan Keep to protect the Sunfire in the event they were defeated in battle. You will need the goddess's bell to break the seal.
Don't break the seal, man. You're gonna have to pee on.
The whereabouts of the bell are known to only the Kashwan royal family.
So we gotta find Cowardly Gordon wherever he's gone. Probably back to Kashwan.
Oh, brother. Oh, I'm such a coward. Oh, I failed you.
Pick your fucking socks up and you go out there and you find that fucking dog. Alright. Saves these. So I suppose now would be a good time to learn some of these spells. Oh, I gotta hire the ship. Gotta flex Maria's MP muscles here. So I was kind of hoping that that dungeon would be a bit more, I don't know, substantial. It was really just one room, and then it was done. So I don't know. We'll make our way to this snowy cavern, I guess, and see what happens there. Hopefully it's not like too long. Like, I don't know. I feel like so far the game has been wildly inconsistent because that first real dungeon was so huge, and the boss was, it took like a half an hour to fight him. I don't know what the fuck was going on. That shit was nuts.
One on the airship, you paid a guy behind me.
Okay. He looks like a steampunk Freddie Mercury. Like, right? Go. I mean, whatever. You can agree with me, you can disagree with me, but you secretly agree with me. Steampunk Freddie Mercury here is gonna give me a ride on his airship. Do 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 in the world. Do 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 do. 100 degrees, that's why they call me Mr. Fahrenheit. Oh, fuck. It's freak birds again. Whatever, I mean, we're getting some good experience out of it. 200 degrees, that's why they call me Mr. Fahrenheit. I'm traveling at the speed of light. Oh, and I'll make a super sucker man out of you. So, I think I just effectively ruined the character for the rest of the game for anybody involved. Myself included. Kashwan Keep, are we gonna fight people? The sunfire blazes brightly. Can we ask it a question?
Hey there, fire. Just one more question there. Airship. No, doesn't seem like the fire's gonna respond. That's okay. Yeah.
Stop that, crazy person. What are you doing? Door is locked. Maybe if we ask it a question. Huh. We come all this way and there's nothing. You know what? Let's start working this shit, right? There we go. I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen there, but I've just kind of been spamming attacks just to kind of get through. It's a lot quicker. I figure I should be working out my guys a little bit to try and get some shit happening. Now, his magic is going to be garbage. Even if I get it up to a good level, I've got him packing pretty hard. But the more I use it, it'll get to a better level. So then we finally find somebody who's allergic to, say, ice. And, you know, then his armor penalties for his magic use will not matter. Ooh, we're in the presence of royalty. The Goblin Prince. Oh, well, how do you do? Oh, are we all fucked up? Oh, okay. Sleepies. I mean, I know it's magic related and all, but like, really? Fall asleep in the middle of a fight? I don't know. I wouldn't do it. That's just me though. But Goblin Prince. I wonder if they're related to David Bowie in Labyrinth. Hey, you guys know Jareth? Tall guy, crazy looking wig. Probably cuts it himself. Visible penis. Like at all times. Sound like anybody? Maybe in your extended family. Second cousin. He's got a weird thing for throwing babies. Just ring any bells. No? Okay, that's fine. Okay. You have 13 hours. And that baby is mine. Turn back, Sarah. Thunder in paradise. Thunder in paradise. And yeah, I understand that you might be upset that this is what passes for entertainment these days, but what can I say? Besides, if you like what you see here tonight, be sure to smash that follow button. Give us a like. Then I can harass you in your dreams for all eternity. Are there other doors? Like, there's got to be something I'm missing here. So I went STP. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? You can't do that. I don't dream. Well, fine. Don't dream. Don't recycle all the things that have happened in your day. Reset your brain properly. Just try and write a test, or you know, have some kind of cognitive task that you should be doing. Perform it well. Good luck, buddy. No, it's good to see you. Glad you popped in, even though I'm going a little bit. Excuse me. I ate some delicious pizza with like chicken and bacon and stuff on it. Had a bit of a burpees. But yeah, a little later than I kind of wanted to because I was pretty tired today. But I just can't seem to stop. It has a hold on me. Can't stop, won't stop. Yeah, you need to sleep. Well, I appreciate that you took your very tired time to come and say hello. Your presence is always welcome here. Also, if you happen to know where the fuck I'm supposed to go or what I'm supposed to do here, it'd be super helpful. Shit. Anybody out there in Radio Land knows what I have missed. I feel as though I maybe skipped a step. Well, they said, like, this is where some stuff's going down. And I was like, alright, I'll go to where the stuff is. And now all of a sudden it's kind of seeming like maybe this isn't where the stuff is going down. Maybe this stuff was going down somewhere different. I suppose I should have found Gordon. But they were saying that he ran away and they didn't know where he went. So my first thought was clearly, oh right, yeah, you haven't played this one. That's okay. I still treasure your friendship. Gordon Ramsay. I wish. No, this guy's a wank compared to fucking Gordon Ramsay. Gordon Ramsay's all confident and like, it's fucking raw. This guy's all like, my brother doesn't, I'm not as good as him. And then he just pissed off. He just disappeared. I don't fucking know where he went. Okay. Full map. Oh, we got a ways to go to get back to Altair, and even trying to get to... Is there a thing I can just get to the airship? It's poffed. Fuck. Damn, Daniel. You didn't cook it to the bone! Wake up, you fucking cow! Oh, the things he says to people, and they're just like, oh, bravo, good TV, good television, angry man. Take the salt, yeah. Throw it hard, add some lemon. Fillet, butterfly, right? Whip it at the wall. You hear that? That's how you know it's done. Now pick it up. Don't use it. Use it. And like, they're just standing here like, I'm being abused. Like, I don't know how to react. My brain is shutting down. I love that it's like, this is what it's like in a real kitchen. Like what? Like borderline illegal? Or like terrifying levels of harassment? The fuck not. Bows to angry man. Yeah, Gordon Ramsay. Pothead. Okay. Trying to just even these attacks out a little bit. Brrr. I may need to just take a knee on this one. Like I don't really know. Like I guess. Oops. Sorry there, kids. I frigged up. Oh, I frigged it. I frigged it good. In Sanctuary. Okay, this is upsetting here. It is Hagord. What happened to your other guy? Oh, Minwoo. So the king is so upset that they got attacked that he's like, oh, I'm sick. So Minwoo is like, well, I'm going to stick around and he's going to stick around and help. Basically. So he's left. Now, Minwoo went to the loo. You know what? Yeah, that's better than what really happened, actually. Why is the guides not coming up? It's kind of weird. Anyway, speaking the language I of I people I shall. Basically, your fourth guy Minyu took a shit, essentially. Well, I mean, fucked off. I'm a little upset about it because he was a really good, like, protective spell guy. This is a little upsetting because it's not quite giving me. He had to shit, but in a specific toilet in another land. I mean, that's you laugh, but I mean that's a legitimate thing. Like specific, there's places where it's like, oh, I paused it. Sorry, I'm just trying to look for something here. Some kind of hint. I can find out where to go. But yeah, taking a number 2 on a specific toilet, that's real. Like there's some toilets that I'll look at and I'm like, there was one at work at the shop I used to, so it was like 3 stalls, but there was like one with a broken seat and there was one that this one guy would use and he would take like horrifying shits. Like I would hear them. So like I couldn't sit on that toilet hearing what that guy would do in the stall. I was like, no, oh, no way. No, thank you. The goddess bell. Oh. Okay, so somehow I missed a plot point that told me to go talk with Yosef back in Salamand. So we're not too far from there. Your favorite toilet is nature. I mean, nature is pretty good, but that's like, I wouldn't want to take a dump in nature. Like I'm someone who needs to be like relatively clean. So the idea of just being like, whatever, let's get some leaves. Oh, okay. I have a horrifying story. Sorry, but this just reminded me. There's this. Oh, well, like first off, like I'm not good with poo, So naturally, I had a baby. It's tough for me, but the just poop in general, it just freaks me out so bad. But I have this horrifying memory. We must have been like 8 or 9 years old, and at my cottage on this island, me and my cottage friend, we would spend the summers together and stuff, and he would bring his friends from school over sometimes. So his name was Jason, and his friend's name was also Jason. They were the Jasons. And this second Jason was a bit of a know-it-all. Like, he would really be like, "Meh, I know everything. I'm so smart. I take scouts. Like, I go to scouts. And I learn about nature. And I know more about nature than you guys and everything." So, like, he's one of those guys. It was fun to have him around for a while. But he would spend, like, a few days. There'd always be some kind of ridiculous fight that me and him would get in, or him and Jason would get in, and then it'd just be like, adding that third wheel, that element of like randomness. Somebody's gonna get in a fucking fight. So anyways, we would spend a lot of time exploring in the forests and finding like big trees. You could kind of get to a point in a forest where you'd be like, oh, there's a giant tree. and you know, there's big trees in the forest, but then there's like the big old trees, and there'd be all kinds of vines hanging off them, and it'd be like a cool hangout space, but you'd really have to hack your way through the bush to get to one. So we spent a bunch of time and found our way to one of these trees, and we got deep in there, and we're like, oh, this is so cool. And then he was like, oh, guys, I gotta go. And we're like, dude, like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, it took us so long to get in here. Like you gotta help me out. Like, I'm gonna poop. Like, I gotta poop. And I'm like, dude, don't do it. He's like, no, I'm not gonna make it back. He's like, I gotta go right now. So he went behind the tree and like pooped on the tree. And then, so we were just kind of like standing away from it, being like, man, this is fucked. You know, like, I don't like the idea that he's over there pooping. And Jason, like, not pooping Jason, was just like, oh, you know, whatever, like, let's just hope he doesn't like wipe his ass with something he's not supposed to. Like, you know, some kind of poison leaves or anything like that. It's not going where you think it is. So then he comes out from behind the tree and he's like, look out, it's poop fingers. And he had like poop all over his hands. And I just screamed. Like, I was just, you know, like kind of paralyzed with fear because, again, not good with poop. And now there's a guy, well, not a guy, but another kid with poop all over his hands. And he's just like coming at me saying poop fingers. And it's just such a, like, you never think you're going to be in that situation. And you find yourself in that situation. But what do? So you scream, obviously. You say, don't fucking go near me. And then we were just yelling at him. We're like, what is wrong with you? It's like, why didn't you wipe your butt? And he's like, I did. Like, you wiped your butt with your hands? And he's like, yeah, they taught us in Scouts. And so that's why I never joined Scouts. God probably hates his job. Obviously, this dumbass didn't know everything. If he didn't know the most important thing that anyone with intelligence would know, that we know shit compared to God. God probably hates his job. Obviously, he wasn't smart enough to get leaves to wipe his ass. Yeah. The power of poop fingers. I wish I was making this up. But this is just one of those moments, you know, that the universe just like screws your head open and just presses its thumbprint as hard as it can into your brain. It just goes and leaves that mark. That's like a forever thing. I'm never gonna forget that. It's just, it's so weird and so fucked. And like, why would you think to do that? What, like, in what universe is that the proper way to deal with that situation? It's like, well, I'm in a forest, so I'm gonna wipe my ass with my hands. What you? Whoa! You skipped a couple steps. You didn't even look. Like, there are leaves you don't wipe your ass with. That doesn't mean you don't wipe your ass with leaves. Period. Like, take a logic class, you know? Oh God. Just such a fucking, like, why? So then we like had to get through the forest, and he was like, I gotta go wash my hands. So we tried to like get in the cottage, and I remember his mom freaking out. It wasn't his cottage. So think about that. The brain power behind that decision. I'm staying at someone else's house, so I'm gonna wipe my butt in the forest with my hands and then walk back and then try and go inside their cottage and just, you know, use their bathroom. So many good decisions made on that day that it's again, so like, one, sorry for so much poo talk. You know, it's not entirely appropriate, but this is just something that's so weird and fucked up, and I just feel like I have to share it. The power of a dumbass. Yeah, no kidding. Poop fingers is now what I will say instead of butterfingers. So at least he's made his mark. His circle of influence has expanded. Well, now if you run into poop fingers again, you can use a new nickname: Fudge Swiper, Chocolate Dipper. That was one hell of a shitty day. Well, I'm glad everybody else is enjoying that story. I mean, that's what you gotta do. You gotta be able to take bizarre and traumatic things that have happened to you or that you've heard about. Just find a way to repurpose it. In this case, talking about it in graphic detail on the internets with strangers. It's very therapeutic. I feel 1,000,000 pounds lighter. In fact, you know what I'm gonna do right now? Nothing. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm gonna find my way to the nearest town. Is this Bafsk? Yeah. Whoa! I'm gonna stay at the inn. We gotta get back to Salamand, I believe. Please, come in. 58 bucks. That's a good deal. The power of poop fingers. Thank you for that crappy clip. I guess he went chocolate fingers. Time to eat. Oh, pleasant dreams, she said. Without a hint of irony. Yeah. I'm not even 100% sure what even sparked this. It was probably some stupid thing. Just like the domino effect of like memories and stuff. It's weird how that happens, you know? Like that's something I haven't thought about for quite some time. But like, obviously, like why would I want to be in a situation where I do think about that or anything like it? At least the next time you run into him, you can say, "Hey there, what's crappening?" Hagord is our Lord and Savior to save us from the heretics. Blobfish Hagrid up in the corner there. It's a better, you know, it's better than showing my ugly mug on a crusty ass webcam. I do have it, it does exist, but it's just a bit, I can fiddle with the settings and actually get it halfway decent. It looks pretty good. I'm gonna find out a way to kind of get it running. I know I've been talking endlessly about the business stuff, M-File. Alright, take it easy, STP. Thanks for stopping in. Always avec plaisir. But yes, for anybody who's tuning in, I am constantly and consistently working on developing a business around online music education. Yay! I've been playing guitar for like 19 years, and it was my major in college. I went to school for jazz guitar, and so I want to try and find a way that I can help people learn music and shit. So some of that will go into Twitch streaming here on the channel. You know, we'll always be doing video games. I think if like we do like a once a week live stream here, talk about music, people can ask questions. I'll have a topic of the day that I'll kind of announce. I want to start putting more materials together. I think I've got a bit of a plan on how I want to do releases and stuff like that, and retool what I was originally going to do with the website. But basically it's going to be like I'll have a bunch of articles and exercises that go along with them that kind of help you figure out what to do and kind of fine-tune things. So it's like you can read about it, there will be a video that goes with it, there will be visuals, and then you click on a link, you go over, you can do some exercises and stuff. So like I'm building it right now. Basically I just need to get people who know who I am and to follow it. And so if you or anyone that you know is interested in learning guitar or learning how the fuck to make sense of music theory, and you happen to like this hang that we're having right now, it's gonna be kind of like this. I mean, not so much poop. Well, there'll be no poop, I swear. Just 1,000 promises. No poop talk. Well, maybe some poop talk, but basically, like, it'll be just like relaxed and goofy, and do like a half an hour once a week and just kind of talk about music. And then anybody who wants to come and ask me questions. What was the first name of Poop Fingers? His name was Jason. I'm not going to give away last names or anything like that. I don't want anybody getting doxxed. But yeah, it was very, very ridiculous situation to be in. So yeah, when it comes time to music time, we'll talk music. And then everything else is video games and silliness from there. But I don't know. If I can, you know, kind of build a community around all of this kind of stuff, or basically just have different aspects of projects that I want to do and a community to share them with. I think that's the most important thing. Yeah, that is his that was his name. Yeah, Jason. Jason Voorhees. He pooped all over his hands, and then a bunch of camp counselors got diphtheria and they died. Oh, another funny story. Well, you know, I've probably mentioned this before, but there was when we were on our cross Canada road trip on day 3, we were in like North Ontario. So Ontario is very, very big. Like if you look on a map of the province of Ontario, it's huge. We were driving pretty casually, granted, but like, you know, it was like a 19-hour drive to get to where we stopped at the end of day 2, I think. Day 2 or day 3. Shit, I've gone too far, maybe. Oh no, I go south from here, right? I don't even know where I'm going anymore. Salamand, right, okay. God, I'm so confused. Focus, Dan, focus. Yeah, so we were driving and we were pretty far. We were almost out of Ontario into Manitoba. It was a long drive, and we were kind of deciding as it was getting towards supper time, like, oh, let's look ahead on the map and let's look in these guidebooks and find some campgrounds. And then all of a sudden we happen to see, there it is. There's this sign. It says Camp Crystal Lake, 14 kilometers or whatever. And we're like, oh. For anyone who doesn't know, Camp Crystal Lake is the camp from the Friday the 13th movie series where the camp counselors keep getting murdered for some ridiculous reason, and Jason Voorhees with, you know, all that shit. So we were like, yes please, let's fucking stay there, as a joke. But then we were like, you know what, no, let's actually stay there. So we ended up at Camp Crystal Lake in the middle of the North Ontario wilderness, and you know, everything seemed really nice. Like it was well kept. Everything looked, you know, as it should. There was nothing out of the ordinary, but we kept like making little jokes here and there. Like, oh, like that's where so and so got killed, and oh, there's the lake where that one girl got hit in the boob with the crossbow in that one movie, and like all that shit. All that in the third one, I think it was. All that kind of ridiculous stuff. And so then nighttime rolls around, and I don't know. Oh, teleport spell. Look at that. Pothead, I found it. But it's only for out of dungeons. And I bought one already, so it doesn't quite work yet. Life spell? Yes, please. Reduces foes MP. Yeah, that I can see that coming in handy. Okay, so I'm definitely gonna give her the life spell right away. But yeah, there were some intense noises at night. Like, well, first off, the bugs were really bad, and I was getting like really, like, I got bit by something that I think I was allergic to because my ankle swelled. It was like from my ankle to, it's probably like 5 inches, just this massive fucking welt the next day. Like, ooh, that's not good. But you know, we were finishing our dinner, and it's like really late, and we get into our tents, and then we start hearing all these howling noises and these grunting noises and stuff. And then like one, like, I don't know what the fuck was going on. Like it was a pack of wolves or a pack of like coyotes or something wild out there. Like, I don't know what the fuck it was, but it was like they all started howling and making crazy noises, and then one by one it was like you were hearing them go and it'd be gone. And then all of a sudden there was this crazy horn noise. It was like a weird, like it was almost like somebody was blowing the horn of the Hornburg. What's this fucking, it's from the second Lord of the Rings. Helm Hammerhand or whatever, the guy from Helm's Deep, they made that giant horn. And it was like, brrr. We heard that. Maverick, good to see ya. I guess we'll stay at the end here. But yeah, it was like this bizarre, weird horn noise that went off. And maybe it was like an actual alarm. That was like, okay, there's a bunch of wolves or there's bears or whatever, and it's like something to kind of spook Hagord. Check out the link. I will check it out in 1 second here. I'm just gonna find the guy, and I'm gonna shut things down and save and stuff because it's now 10 after 1. But yeah, like we had some experiences like where bears were sniffing around our tents and stuff like that, but that was the weirdest because I don't have any explanation for what the fuck I heard that night. It was so weird. It was so fucking weird. Looks like you managed to save my daughter. Oh, we already did all this. Let's ask about the goddess's bell. The only way to reach the snow cavern is on my snowcraft. I keep the snowcraft hidden in the mine. There's a blue stone on the first floor that marks the spot. Look behind the stone and to the right. The secret room's there, and the snowcraft is inside. Cool. Sorry I couldn't help you find the mithril. I want to make up for that by pitching in now. What are we waiting for? Let's go. Oh, he's coming with us. For all I know, you heard one of the trumpets of the apocalypse. Honestly, it sounded like it was, like it was just one of those weird ass, like there was no reason for that kind of a sound to come out of the forest in the middle of the night. And when there's a bunch of crazy howling and like something like fighting these dogs, like I don't know. I have no explanations. I offer no explanations. I mean, I'll just leave it as open as possible. You can draw your own conclusions. All right. So I'm gonna save. And that was an excellent stream. I mean, we still got a good handful of people here, and Maverick just dropped in. I feel bad, but I gotta let it down. But I'll be back tomorrow night at the same time. I try for like 8:30, but it'll probably be closer to 9, and maybe even then a little later. It depends on when we can get the baby to sleep. After that, I can stream all night like this. So if you enjoyed yourself, feel free to come back to the Lazy Shell. We really appreciate it. I gotta thank Stormcrow for dropping in with a shit ton of people tonight. That was fucking awesome. We got a new friend here tonight, Pothead. Thanks for sticking around, Maverick. You're just a gem. I love Mav. He was here. You gonna look at the link? I will look at the link. But for now, I gotta shut this down so I can fucking go pee. My bladder is about to explode. I drank so much water. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. We'll start with Yonoid. Again, fingers crossed I can fucking beat that stupid game. I really want to beat it. And then we'll go and get that Snowcraft in Final Fantasy 2. Thanks so much, everybody. Here's good old Roger, our mascot, crushing a bucket. Like he's crushing the dreams of everybody who wants to stand in your way. Tell you no. Anyways, see everybody tomorrow. Thanks so much. Sweet dreams.